Hey, what's going on, guys? Jason Osborne, JO Vision here, and I just found out a great tip that's probably gonna help me improve my portraits and get that tact sharp focus, especially when you focus in on the eyes. Hopefully it can help you too. It's coming up. So, I don't know about you, but I know a lot of photographers, new photographers especially, I pretty much just use the center focus point on my camera. A lot of people say that it is the sharpest focus point that you can use. So yeah, I use the center focus point on my camera, and as to shoot portraits, you know, I follow the rules that everybody pretty much knows. You line up your shot, you put the center focus over the eye of your subject, and you click it. Now, we all know that you're not gonna just leave your portrait most of the time, or your subject in your portrait, in the center frame. So I've also been following the rule where you can focus and then recompose your shot. So you would just, you know, put that center dot over your eye, and then if you wanna move it to the right, you would do that, then take the shot. Or over the eye, move it to the left, take your shot. However you wanna recompose your picture, that's how I've been doing it. But I've noticed over time, the more pictures I've been taking, the more portraits I've been taking, that sometimes I miss the focus on these shots. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, is it my lens? Is it corrupt? Is it messed up? Does it need to be calibrated? You know, I know that I have a good aperture. I know that the lighting is right. And some of these shots, I can zoom all the way in and it's still clear. And then some shots, I'm just like, what the hell? Like, I'm missing these shots. Sometimes I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I just need to bump my aperture up a little bit to 2.8 or even to 4, especially if I'm using a nifty 50. And even that, sometimes I'm still not getting that tack sharp focus. So I'm thinking, what's going on? So this is what is happening. When you use that method of focusing, which is still good to use, but if you are using a wide open aperture on your lens, maybe 1.2, 1.4, all the way up to maybe 3.54. You want that bokeh. You want that blurred out, blasted background behind your subject, and you are a good distance away. Now, this does not apply if you have a high, you know, or you bump down a couple stops on your f-stop on your aperture. So if you're up like, I don't know, 8 to 11, like this isn't gonna apply to you. Or if you're really close to your subject, this really isn't gonna apply to you. This is for the people that are a good distance away, maybe 10, 15 feet away from their subject, and they're taking their portrait, and you want that bokeh. This applies to you guys if you're missing your shot. So to get straight to the point, I would take my shot, focus it over the eye, compose, boom. Not realizing that that movement of wherever I'm recomposing is actually throwing the focus off, just due it to the lens being at its wide open aperture. Okay, so you could actually focus in on the eyes of your subject, but then because of the distance and the aperture that you have, the focus is shifting on that person's face, and you're no longer focused where you want it to be. And that's why I missed a whole bunch of shots, because I didn't realize that was going on. Now, yes, I could have bumped up my aperture a little bit to 4 or 8, not even 4, 8 or 11 or anything like that, but sometimes you don't have the light for those conditions. Sometimes you just want that blown out background. So how do you fix it? Well, enter your focus points, ladies and gentlemen. As a new photographer, I kind of just stayed with my middle focus point. I have not paid attention to any of my other focus points, and now I understand why they're kind of a big deal. Now, this is the Canon SL1. It's my first DSLR camera that I have. I'm currently shooting this video on a Canon T7i. You know, I finally got enough jobs where I could pay for a new upgrade on the body, and I love it. Good quality, you know, I recommend it. I'll probably do a review later. Anyway, so this has 9 focus points. The Canon T7i has 45 focus points. Now, I picked the T7i over the SL2, which was going to be my original camera, because I realized that focus points, they actually matter. Now, why do they matter? Well, instead of just, you know, focusing in on the eyes and then recomposing the shot, risking moving the focus around and being at that distance with the wide open aperture that where you could actually lose the focus of your shot, even though you're still locked in, you can just change the focus points on your camera. Now, with 9 focus points, you could still do that. You know, instead of, say, you know, you want your model at the right side of your picture or of the frame, okay? You want to just, you have a banging city backdrop, you want her or him in the right side of the frame because you're trying to catch some details, set your composition really right so you're cool. So instead of focusing and then recomposing, what you're gonna do is you're gonna compose the shot and you're gonna stay there. And then you're gonna move your focus point to the nearest point of where the subject eye is. And then from that point, you can make your minor adjustments to focus in. And that is going to guarantee you that you have absolute correct focus on that subject. Now, there are a couple things that I do want to mention using this technique because I fell victim to it, okay? One, remember after you're done changing your focus point to change it back to the center, because you can also miss shots forgetting that your focus point is off to the right or to the left or however you want to, wherever you want to put your focus point. And I've taken shots, a couple shots after I set my focus point to where I wanted to compose it, and then I totally missed those shots because I forgot to reset the focus point. So please, if you're gonna do this technique, make sure that you reset your focus back to the center point or you change it after every shot. It can be a little annoying, but if you want those sharp pictures, the ones that show that quality, you have to do it, okay? Also, this is not a quick fix for group pictures, okay? If you want everyone in a group picture to be in focus, then you should go up to a higher aperture. This is not gonna help you keep people on one side of the group line. Say you're doing a wedding portrait and there's like the whole wedding party. You can't switch your main focus to the person on the left and then expect everyone on the right to be in focus, because it won't work like that. You're gonna have to change you're gonna have to bump down to a higher f-stop, probably 8 or 11 or or higher, depending on how many people are in the shot, to get that kind of focus where everyone is in focus for the frame. But it is a great way to compose a shot and make sure that your portraits, when you're shooting one person, is in focus every single time. Just so those things to watch out for as well. I'm gonna compose my shot to however I want it to be, and then I'm gonna switch my focus points on my dial to the nearest point to that subject's eye, and then I'm gonna make my minor adjustments like that, then I will take the shot. If you learned something today, or if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you guys come back for more of the videos that I have in store. Also, if you like this video or it was a helpful tip, give your boy a thumbs up. I could use it. And I hope to see you guys again. This is Jason Osborne, JO Vision. You can see my pics at Instagram, at JO Vision. There it is. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. I'm out. Peace.